I love you so much. This is TNC TV official from where you can get the knowledge of English. Have you ever asked yourself if I don't speak English fluently? I'm telling you here to TNC TV official, it's a sure deal. You can speak English like American, like a British, like an English native. I told you that when you want to speak English like American, like a British, like an English native, you have to talk to the Americans, to talk to the English natives, and you understand the way they pronounce different letters, different words, different statements, different expressions. By here, if you want to be literate in English, if you want to know English, you have to know 10 lessons. I think that until now, if you have followed the different lessons here to TNC TV official, you have seen that you are not joking. Dear friends, you did different classes, you didn't prevent to be fluent. You did primary, secondary, university, and until now you're still having the challenges of communicating in English. Dear friends, here to TNC TV official, I'm telling you, if you respect the advice I'm transmitting you, you are going to know English, you are going to speak English fluently, you are going to practice English like an English native, you are going to practice English like an American or the best English speaker. How you can become the best English speaker? First of all, you have to make sure that you don't have any problem about the basic skills. Those basic skills are very important. I know you did primary, secondary, university, everywhere you reach it, you have studied more about the nouns, the pronouns, the verbs, the adverbs, the adjectives, the preposition, the conjunction, the phrasal words. But you continue to have the challenges of communicating with the foreigners because you are not confident. Try to get confident. When you are confident, I'm telling you, to speak English gets very, very simple, very easy for you. You know more about the self-introductions. It means that you can introduce to the foreigners. When you meet the Americans, English natives, you don't have any problem. You communicate without any break while speaking. You know, when they are speaking, because it's their language, they speak fastly. You do have to get the habit of speaking quickly. When you speak, you try to make sure that all of the words you are organizing are being transmitted perfectly. Dear friends, remind yourself more about the self-introduction, greetings, and letters spelling. After that, you start the journey of knowing more about the 10 lessons. Those 10 lessons, I told you that you have to know more about the nouns, the verbs, the pronouns, the adverbs, the adjectives, the articles, the preposition, the conjunction, the phrasal words, and the interjections. You have to know them, dear friends. Try to give order of the book I do have here, Getting Knowledge of English. You're gonna see that really you have delayed to practice English like American, like a British, like an English native. It is possible, dear friends. I told you that my name is Teacher Celestine. I was born in Rwanda, I grew up in Rwanda. I studied in Rwanda. I made more research about English. I've seen that is possible. That's why most of the people I'm training, they are testifying that what I'm saying here to TNC TV official, it is a sure deal. Friends, do you want I remind you those basic skills? I think that if you have forgotten those basic skills, let me tell you that in English you find only 6 kinds of nouns, 8 kinds of pronouns, 3 kinds of verbs, 7 kinds of adverbs, 6 kinds of adjectives, 2 kinds of articles, prepositions, conjunctions, phrasal words, and interjections. By here, I think that if you have given an order of the book, Get Knowledge of English, if you have it, you start from the page number 8, you're going to see that really what I'm telling you, I'm very realistic. I'm telling you, most of the people who have decided to follow the lessons here to TNC TV official, they will never cross the borders of their country saying that they go to United States or UK to learn English, because here to TNC TV official, it is a sure deal. Dear friends from Canada, dear friends from USA, dear friends from UK, dear friends from India, dear friends from Nigeria, South Africa, Uganda, Kenya, Tanzania, Burundi, DRC, and other countries in which I can find the people who are following this channel. I'm telling you, as I promised you, I will never disappoint you. We are going to end this year, 2024. This year, it's the year I had dedicated to everyone who is going to follow the lessons here to TNC TV official, saying that really he will either able to introduce himself, to introduce the surroundings, to speak English perfectly, to speak English without any problem. You follow me the way really I have taught you. The way I have taught you, the way I will continue to teach you. 2024-25, it's the year in which everyone who has decided to follow the lessons here really is going to be delivered the certificate of the best English speakers. In these days, I am trying to make sure that all of the followers are getting certified. All of the lessons, they are getting delivered. Dear friends, private candidate, trainees, Are you ready? Are you ready to continue to practice English? You practice English at home, you practice English everywhere you live, where you are, in the office, in your journeys, in your different activities. You try to make sure that you don't have any problem about English, because here at UTNC TV Official, we are there for you. We will continue to show you that, to prove that there is no problem about English. English is a language that is very simply learnable. You can learn it, you know it, you speak it, and you become the best English speakers. English speakers, I'm telling you, are those ones who are respecting the rules of the language. When you are respecting the rules of the language, I'm telling you, you are the best English speaker. Can you imagine? When you don't have any confusion about the nouns, when you don't have any confusion about the pronouns, when you don't have any confusion about the adverbs, about the adjectives, the articles, the conjunctions, the phrase words, and the interjections. Dear friends, when you reach this level, you start thinking in English. It means that you don't forget your local language, but more times you are thinking in English. You will see the best English speakers. It is not easy for them to speak local language without mixing English and their local language. That's why here in Rwanda, I have made more researches. I have seen that most of the people, they did more studies, more classes, but they continued to have the challenges of communicating with the foreigners because of not being confident. I think that me, teacher Celestine, you see that I'm very confident. What I am teaching you, it's illogical. Really, I made more research. I visited different platforms. I've seen that it is possible. There is no need to cross the borders of a country saying that you go to United States to learn English. Dear friends, you like my videos? If you like my videos, please, you make share with others. You try to tell many people that it is possible to follow here to TNC TV Official all of the language, all of the lessons, and you understand more about English. You are beginner, you are advanced, but you reach the highest level when you follow this platform, when you follow the lessons here to TNC TV Official, when you try to respect the way really I show you the line you have to follow to reach or to aim your goal of speaking, where you speak English without any problem. In this year 2024, we are going to end. I think that you are satisfied, because me too, according to the evaluation I do, I see that really when I watch the way most of the people I have taught, I have served, really they are speaking English, they are practicing English, they don't have any problem. The problem they do have maybe is the problem of vocabulary, because when you know the basic skills, you continue to visit different platforms from where you can get the new skills, new vocabulary, new expressions. What I need is that in this year 2024, if you have decided to follow English, you get able to write the books. You have to be the best writer of the books in English. There is no need, if you are doing university, you have to make sure that during your graduation, you are going to prove that you don't have any problem about the English skills. I think that here to TNC TV Official is the right solution of the people who want to be fluent in English. Today, I don't have many things to tell you. What I am reminding you is that you have to make sure that you don't have any problem about the 10 lessons. And those pre-lessons, I mean greetings, self-introduction, and letters spelling, you don't have any confusion. Me too, let me remind you this. You have to get able to respond on the questions you are going to be asked by the foreigners. You have to be able to approach the foreigners. The time you meet the foreigners, you are going to converse, you are going to talk, you are going to communicate. Please try to get ready to be confident in front of the foreigner, and you communicate. You enter any conversation, you ask the questions, you get ready to respond on the question you can be asked. You have to ask the question too. When you are conversing, when you are talking, you have to be ready to hear, to listen what you are being taught. You are being told. You have to be able to ask the question too. I think that the question was, I told you that there is who, whom, what, where, when, why, how, whose. Those words can support you, can help you to know the way you are going to ask the questions. If it's the people, it's who and whom. Things, it's what and which. Place is where. Time is when. Manner or way is how. When really you know this, you can introduce yourself in English without any problem. I tell you that my name is Teacher Celestine. I was born in Rwanda, I grew up in Rwanda, studied in Rwanda, I made more researches. I've seen that it is possible to practice English freely. You think in English, you think in your local language, and you are the best translator after knowing these basic skills. Respect them, and you try to continue to follow the way I explain you. You're going to see that day by day there's improvement in your English fluency. Dear friends, I love you so much very well, especially you the one who has subscribed, you the one who has supported me in different ways. You the one really is connected to TNC TV official. More links, you have to share them with the others so that this year 2024, if you have decided to know English, you have decided to practice English freely, really you make sure that at the end of this year you get ready to communicate to the Americans, British or English native. Friends, I love you so much. As I promised you, I will never disappoint you. I will continue to create for you different videos that will put in your mode of speaking English. If you are interested, you give order of the book I do have here. The book that is called the Getting Knowledge of English. In that book, when you have it, you open it from the page number 8. You see that I explain lesson by lesson. I start from greetings, after greetings, self-introduction. After that, letter spelling. After letter spelling, I teach you how you can use the words like nouns, pronouns, verbs, adverbs, adjectives, articles, preposition, conjunction, phrase words, and interjections. Those ones, they support you to construct the best sentences. After the best sentences, of course, you are going to create different stories. You want to make these different stories, and you become the best storyteller. For me, you see, I didn't cross the borders of my country. I remained in my country. I made more researches after learning, after studying, of course, primary, secondary, and university, and after that I don't have any problem with the foreigners. Importance of the language is that you don't have any problem with the foreigners in communication. When you communicate, there is no break. You are listening to them, they are listening to you too. You can talk, you can share the conversations. You can spend your time being together, speaking one language, I mean English. You promote English very well, you're going to see that day by day there's improvement in your English speaking. Friends, I love you so much. Let me stop by here. Tomorrow I will create another video that is going to support you to be fluent in English. Bye bye. Make sure you subscribe and you share the videos with the others. If you're interested, you're going to leave a comment and like. Bye bye. See you next time.